Welcome back to Sara Gonzales Unfiltered. It is beginning to look a lot like Christmas on my set and feel like it because it's freezing cold in here. So I hate to keep talking about the same thing, but it really is a conversation that continues to escalate. The topic of not just illegal immigration, but also legal immigration. Also, why do we have all of these Somalian people in our country committing crimes with taxpayer money? Why are we naturalizing these people? Why is this a thing that we're doing to ourselves? And President Trump hit a real nerve with Somalians when he said that he was going to send ICE after them. Now, it turns out their little takeover scheme was exposed for what it was, and it needs to continue to be investigated, by the way, because there's, in my opinion, there is no way that Ilhan Omar was not the person behind all of this. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch Friday's show, okay? And so now Somalians are, they're panicking. They're backed up against a wall and they're panicking. And the fact of the matter is, they never intended to come here to assimilate and become American. That's not the design of this. It is simply a scheme to infiltrate and conquer, dismantle the West and conquer it. Now, I would like for you to just not take my word for it because it's what I say all the time, right? It's my new thing. I'm saying it all the time. What does Sara Gonzales know? How could she possibly know all these things? Okay, that's fine. Don't take my word for it, actually. Take theirs.
My biggest fear in life is that this man may never witness our full takeover. Yes, he may never witness that. He already witnessed our partial takeover, our little success in America. He's old and sick, I know. He may not witness our full takeover, but I promise you that his sons will witness. Just like him, we came to exist in this country. See? The land of free men, the land of opportunities. And we're here. Yes, and we're not leaving, actually. We're not going back.
It's just the arrogance and the entitlement. We're here. We're not going back. I mean, you are if we say you are. Denaturalization is a thing if you don't hold up your end of the bargain, which it doesn't sound like any of you guys are. Now, when you have this conversation about the Somalian people and what their true goals and intentions really are, you can look no further than their chief spokesperson these days, Ilhan Omar, wrapped in her swaddling hijab, who has we've already played, I'm sure you guys have seen, where she is just saying that she represents the interests of Somalia. I mean, that in and of itself should be enough to expel her from Congress, denaturalize her, and deport her. That is completely antithetical to the naturalization paperwork that she signed. But on top of that, she thinks that asking people to assimilate in a country is actually akin to the Nazis. She thinks that if you think that people who immigrate to this country, who come to this country, if you think that people who come here should learn the language, should learn the culture, should try to blend in, should try to represent American values, American morals, American culture, American traditions, if you expect them to assimilate, you too must be a Nazi, I guess, according to brainiac Ilhan Omar.
Stephen Miller said, on Thanksgiving Day, he posted, "No magic transformation occurs when failed states cross borders. At scale, migrants and their descendants recreate the conditions and terrors of their broken homelands." What do you make of this argument of failure to assimilate and sort of ruining America? How do you understand this?
I mean, when I think about Stephen Miller and his white supremacist rhetoric, it reminds me of the way the Nazis described Jewish people in Germany. And, you know, as we know, there have been many immigrants who have tried to come to the United States who've turned back, one of them being Jewish immigrants. We know the way that people were described who were coming from Ireland, Irish immigrants. We know the way in which people were described back then when they were Italian immigrants.
So Ilhan Omar, big Jew lover, apparently, all of a sudden. Like, what? Ilhan Omar is here to explain the Jewish people's, all of their trials and tribulations. Ilhan Omar loves the Jews, apparently. Which, by the way, it shouldn't be lost on you. Stephen Miller is Jewish. So she is, of course, like trying to explain to a Jew how he is a Nazi because he expects people to assimilate in his, like, you can't, please don't think about it for too long because your brain will start hurting. None of it makes sense. You're a Nazi, even if you're Jewish, if you think that we should just have one country and cultures that blend together. And by the way, she mentions the Italian immigrants and the Irish immigrants and the history there. Well, if you'll notice, they assimilated, did they not? People realized, hey, these people assimilated. I don't, maybe I'm missing it. You guys let me know in the comments if I'm missing it, where there are like these giant cities full of all of these Irish people who are, taking over. They're flying their own flags. They're like, is that happening? How about the Italians? Are there places where they only speak exclusively Italian here in this country? They're going to run a campaign, a political campaign where they're going to go around their city and they're going to run their campaign rallies all in Italian. It's not happening. It's not happening. Why? Because they assimilated. And then it turns out it wasn't the immigrants that were the problem. It was the assimilation and the lack thereof that was actually the problem. When you assimilate, people don't care. Assimilating shows that you understand the value of this country. There was a reason, there was a purpose why you came here. Not to come in and take over, bring your shitty culture. Like, if your culture is so cool in Somalia, stay there. If your flag is so important, if your culture is so great, if you're so proud of your country that you came from, like, probably just don't come. Okay? Instead, they're coming here and proudly saying, we're not assimilating, we're going to take over. By the way, again, Brainiac Ilhan Omar said something a little astounding about the Founding Fathers as well.
This is certainly not what the Founding Fathers of the American dream were thinking about when they said, that when they set out to write the Constitution.
This woman sits there. She's from Somalia. She has a Star Wars name. And she's going to sit here and explain to you how the Founding Fathers really valued people from Somalia. You just couldn't make it up if you tried. You just could not make any of this up if you tried. Look at how it's going in Europe and the UK. Every single shred of evidence you have for a place that has tried this, for a first world country that has decided to import the third world, it always ends the same. I mean, Stephen Miller has this entirely correct. When you import a bunch of people from a third world country and you are a first world country, and you don't ask them to assimilate. You don't expect them to assimilate. In fact, it's frowned upon, apparently, for you to say, hey, learn English. Hey, don't fly that flag. What are you flying that flag for? If that country is so great, go back. Hey, by the way, we believe in the Constitution and law and order here. Hey, this was founded as a Christian nation. If you have a problem with that, maybe rethink your visit. Like, it's nonsense. It's stupid. It's stupid policy to just say, no, don't assimilate. It's fine. In fact, we'll cater to you. We will cater to you. That's dumb, guys. They're just bringing over the same shitty culture I mean, you saw Jacob Frey eating the Somali slop, okay? He didn't love it. And he's like the biggest Somalian simp that there is. I'm just saying. Their culture, here's what their culture represents. Shitty food, marrying little girls, raping women, stoning women, throwing gay people off of buildings. Stephen, have I missed any?
No, but I wanted to show this one again just because it's so good.
So good. Look at that. That is shit. If Jacob Frey can't even eat this food, that is shitty food. And it looks disgusting too. I'm just going to say that. You couldn't pay me. Look at...
What even is that?
I don't know.
Like bugs.
It looks like bugs. Media Matters is going to like do a hit job on me for being racist or something, xenophobic. She said they have shitty food. It looks shitty to me. I don't know. So the point is, there's nothing in that culture that I just named to you that is good, that is valuable. It's all bad. Look at that. That is a man who is gonna hate his life in about 30 minutes when he runs to the bathroom. That's what that is. And you have, as I mentioned earlier, the guy who's like peeing on Trump's Hollywood Walk of Fame star, like, oh man, we really got him. We really stuck it to Trump. We peed on his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's how we're going to prove to you that we're the good guys. This is stupid. It's dumb. I want to play for you, as we're having this conversation, another one who needs to go the home is Democrat Maine State Representative Mana Abdi, who was giving an interview and she was talking about her move to America. And apparently moving here from war-torn third world country Somalia was like a boot camp. It was like really hard and stuff.
So coming into the States, everything from the snow to, you know, the housing, the homes that we were all of a sudden occupying, everything was a shock, honestly. Every day was something new, and I'm like, oh my God, this is just getting worse.
The AC.
Yeah,
so what state did you guys land first of all?
Kansas.
Kansas City.
Of all places. Yeah. It was like a boot camp for Maine, basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's just like, right, like, I mean, anyone who lives in Maine knows Maine and has ever visited Kansas, they will know what I'm talking about. It's
really?
It's just a lot.
Oh, yeah, Kansas. I mean, it was just a lot, you know? I mean, I had to like live in a home instead of a mud hut. It was just really hard. This is really, I had AC and electricity. Someone handed me a free iPhone. I mean, God, it was hard for me. It was really hard. Like, why are we allowing this? We're doing this to ourselves. Go back home. And in the meantime, America, can we get serious about this? Can we like strengthen our policies so we're not just letting these people who are completely entitled and arrogant into our country? It's going to destroy it if we don't do something about it before it's too late. Again, case in point, practically every European country right freaking now. Make sure you're subscribed to Sara Gonzales Unfiltered. Share the show. It'll help us. And smash the like button. Do all the things. Do all the things. Comment right now. Tell me, Sarah, I did all the things. You need to do all the things. I'm going to give you just a second more, a smidge more to do that. All right, that's enough. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.